Hello champions! Well, today's video is for two kinds of people. The first ones are the ones who want to improve the productivity of the organization by involving people. And when I say involving people in a way where they end up self-monitoring how the work is flowing and do corrections themselves by being aware. And it is also for the second kind, the ones that feel that softwares won't help streamline the organization because your staff is somebody who does not understand technology or does not understand the language English very well. Well, if you are somebody who is a part of any one of these two categories, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to be discussing one tool called Kanban. So I'm going to be discussing what that tool is all about and where you can go about using it and how. Keep watching. Welcome back champions. My name is Hardik Hasora and I make videos to help your company grow. If you think what I say makes sense and if you feel a one-on-one conversation with me can help you solve some of your business problems, then all you need to do is go on to my website, scroll a little down, select the relevant area you need help on, answer a few very basic questions, and there you should be able to book a free one-to-one call with me. So the tool we are going to be discussing in today's video is called Kanban. It's called Visual Signal. This is a tool that was used by the Japanese. In fact, that's where it got invented. And it was used to track the progress of their production system, of their inventory, typically how a particular transaction in the company is flowing. Well, before we get into doing Kanban in this video, let me talk about why it works. Well, it works because all of us as humans use 5 sensory organs to experience the world, right? And one of that 5 senses is visual, is the way we see it. Whatever we see has a very great impact on us and it's a trigger for us to action. That is one of the reasons why in marketing you say that if you come in front of your customer again and again and remind your customer that this is one desire that he needs to fulfill or this is one problem that he needs to solve, the customer ends up buying your product. So the more you come in front of something, the more the tasks are shown to the people are prone to take actions. This is one of the reasons why tools like Kanban work. Now, obviously you've understood that it's a tool that is going to do something with your visual senses. Yes, that's right. The second reason why Kanban works is because Kanban gives this instant gratification. When you kind of do a task, and doing a task means that you check something, you kind of feel really nice and fulfilled because in your brain, you kind of tell yourself, you know what, this is what I accomplished today, no matter how small that task is. And Kanban does this also, which is why implementing Kanban becomes one of the very nice things to do in the organization. People love it because they like doing it. Now, without further ado, let's jump into what Kanban really is. So like I mentioned, Kanban is a visual signal. It has two components. One is a Kanban card. It looks something like this. The second is a Kanban board. The Kanban board looks something like this. Now the Kanban card, if you look at the Kanban card example that I showed you, it is simply a card that's supposed to have information of what needs to be done. So it may have details of the product, it may have details of when do you want to order and when should you have it back, as in you receive the product in your inventory and where should you keep it. It may have details like that. Basically, it tells you what you need to do, details of the work. The Kanban board on the other end is supposed to track the progress of this card. So there are two kinds of Kanban boards. One that is simple and the other one is a slightly advanced. The simple one is a board that kind of has columns like backlog, to do, in progress and completed. So every task that you have is represented in the form of a card. You pluck the card on the board and then it moves from one stage to another. Don't worry, I will show you an example. So let's say we want to implement a Kanban system for my YouTube video creation. So how would I go about doing that? Well, first I will have to create a Kanban board, and I'm going to take the advanced example but make it very simple so that you get a flavor of both, right? So my Kanban board is going to have the following columns. It's going to have the video topics that I want to do. It is going to have the shoot, because after selecting the topic, I'm going to shoot it. And then it's supposed to be going into editing. So I will have an editing column and then it will go into upload. Now, what should my Kanban card look like? A card that details what I need to do. My entire process is divided into before the shoot, during the shoot, and after the shoot, right? So before the shoot is thinking of the topic, etc. So that will be one section, what I have to keep in mind. Then during the shoot, I have to think about everything that I'm going to do during the shoot and I have to keep in mind. And then after the shoot, what is it that I got to do to keep in mind? Obviously, I need to have a field which records the title of the video, so that if there are multiple videos in edit, I need to know what I need to do in which video. So there will be a section of title, and then there will obviously be a section of a deadline, because I don't want the videos to be stuck in the pipeline. It's edited but not uploaded, or it's shot but not edited. I don't want that. So I'm going to put a deadline column also. And this is how my Kanban card would look like. So now let me show you how my Kanban system is going to work, because this will absolutely nail the concept in your head. You will understand it very, very easily. So I will place my Kanban card in the video topic, because that's how my Kanban system will start, right? Then this card will move into shooting as I put that into shooting, as I start shooting the video, in fact. Now, as I move forward, the card will keep moving from one stage to another to another. Now, in case if I have multiple cards sitting in one area, then I know that I need to do something about it. Visually, I can see that there is a bottleneck that is getting created. I have a lot of edit work. So I take two actions. Number one, I don't shoot a new video because I don't want everything to sit in the edit and I'm not able to upload any. So I decide to first finish everything that is there in the edit. This I may do by myself, or I may add an additional resource to help me with the edit. Chances are that each of these stages are done by different people also. So when there are a lot of things to be done on a particular stage, you know that you got to add more people. So my Kanban system is going to help me visually understand how my work is flowing. And it's not only me. If there is somebody else doing an edit, he will know how work is coming to him, what has already come to him, and what is about to come to him, because he will also be able to visually see the cards that are about to hit edit, and he will be able to prioritize and pace his work accordingly. Kanban system also will help you highlight the hidden bottlenecks that you don't often see. People say I work a lot, but sometimes they actually don't. Whereas there are others who never complain, but they are actually doing a lot of work that can be managed if we put the people in there. So all of these hidden issues will also come out, and this is what makes the Kanban system simple to use and very, very effective. Now, how should you start? Well, my suggestion is you first decide all the departments that you want to implement Kanban in. Then you should start with a simple board. So don't create the advanced version of the board that I showed you. Create a simple one. What are the columns that you must have? You must have backlog, you must have to do, you must have in progress, and you must have completed. Backlog is a column where you put the card when you know that the deadline has been missed, but you still haven't completed the task. Then you put those cards in the backlog so that you know what it is. Once you create a board like this for each department, and this board need not be very fancy. It could simply be a chart paper which is stuck on the wall. Once you do this, then identify the major tasks. Don't go micro. Don't start making cards for very, very small tasks to start with. While you definitely can do that as well. But because we are starting with identify major, big task items. Take sticky notes. Sticky notes come with different colors that will help you identify different type of tasks and then create a format. Okay, format of what information you will need. Like you saw my format, right? If your people are struggling to understand the language English, then don't make them write a lot of things. Just give them a checklist where the task giver or the task initiator can simply tick mark what needs to be done. So if there is a thumbnail that needs to be done in a different way, then it's already written. The task giver only is ticking it, and the person who's editing need not understand the English. He simply understands point 2 is a tick, which means it's applicable. Point 1 is not a tick, which means it's not applicable, and is able to move the card from one end to another. People, if you can use softwares, you can implement the same thing using a software. You can implement the same thing in an Excel sheet, and we call it trackers. The idea is to give a visual signal to everybody in the organization on how work is flowing from one point to another point to another point, so that people are always vigilant about the bottlenecks, vigilant about conscious about the pace at which they are doing work. And this is going to make your organization very effective very simply. So if you like this video, do hit a big fat thumbs up and definitely share this video with all your friends and colleagues. You may implement Kanban maybe in one department, maybe in just the warehouse, maybe in the production, maybe in the front office. I don't care. As long as you implement Kanban and I get to know that your company has propelled from where it was, I'm going to be very, very happy. So go ahead, learn these things, implement it. If you have questions, mention it in the comment. I'll be very, very happy to answer. If you think you want to talk to me, you know the drill. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. I will truly, truly appreciate the encouragement that comes from you because you subscribe to my channel. And by doing this, you will be notified the very first moment I put the video. So until we meet next time, keep learning, keep implementing, and my all you dear friends, keep propelling.